What's going on, boys? It's Flaws, and in this video, we're going to be talking about the perfect way to start on the CT side on Anubis. It's a pretty simple map for starting utility. What I like to do at the start of the round in mid is I'll find this window right here, aim up from the window to these symbols, and then just walk through my smoke like that. I'll have a flash ready, and I'll just go up to this wall and jump throw right off it like this. Then you can peek with that flash, a little bit delayed, so any T's that are pushing through the smoke will be blinded by that, or they'll just be kind of sitting behind the smoke as well. You can creep up towards this fight towards water or towards T stairs a little bit later in the half, and you can find some free kills that way. That's kind of how I like to shut down any T aggression towards middle at the start of the round. If they do start to push through this, I have no problem giving them a little bit more space and working with my team later in the round. If you start to get into this position right here, if you walk throw a smoke off of the wall like that, it's a really good way to kind of control the T's. I wouldn't actually peek into them like that, but you can just sit behind it and wait for any T's to jump through. Your teammates right here can kind of hold your close angle. And it's a really good way just to kind of shut them down and like have them realize that, oh, you know what, we didn't really actually control that much space towards mid. So that's kind of how I like to play mid. You can kind of use your smoke a little bit better as well. Like if you're seeing that they're kind of rushing through, you can line it up just a little bit better. Something like that, so that they can't see from any gaps, right? So keep that in mind while you guys are holding mid. That's kind of how I like to play it. Over towards the B site, at the start of the round, you can do a couple different things that are a little unique. The first one is push into this corner right here. If you want to flash your teammates through, aim up to the point of this like black triangle, and then just jump through your flash like that. I don't really see people using this too often, but it's a really good flash for any T's that are trying to fight this. It'll full blind them. If you don't want to throw that flash, you can come back to this corner right here. Once you see this little nub, just aim at the top of it and throw a flash like that. That's going to be a great flash for your teammates that are swinging out. They don't have to turn or anything, they can just swing right with it. And they might get some free kills with this flash. So it's a great way to just kind of control B at the start of the round. Obviously smoking B is like pretty essential as well. That's kind of how most rounds are going to go on the B site. You're just going to smoke it and just wait for them to full execute on you. And then you can kind of work from there, right? I like to have someone that's playing in the site at all times on B, because it's really easy to get kind of boxed out of the site. So either someone E-box or someone sitting back site is usually how I like to play it, just because they can control where the T's are actually taking a lot easier. If they're just here using utilities, staying alive, and waiting for their team to rotate back in. Over on the A site, what I like to do is I'll even throw the smoke at the start of the round, back up into this corner right here. It's like that angled corner. You'll find this tile, aim at the middle of this tile that's fully intact, like that, and jump through your smoke. While you're running to the site, I like to have this nade cooked and just ready to go. You just come into this corner right here. It looks like you're gonna fall, but you're not gonna fall. And then aim down at the sand pile right in the middle of it. Take a few steps and throw your nade over like that. It's gonna do a really good job of nading anyone on the T side that's running up towards the A main position or in water or towards E box, right, if they're watching it. That smoke does a really good job of just kind of blocking any vision for the T's. If you're on the CT side, you can even throw like a flash for your teammates to kind of peek over. Once they get close to that smoke, that flash pops, your teammates can swing through it. Or you can throw it a little bit different. Maybe you have a flash that bounces off of this wall, so like this, something like that. That way your team can just kind of swing through that smoke, maybe on like an eco round or something, and it still gives them a chance in the round, right? When they're not just relying on those long range angles. If you don't want to throw that smoke every round, that's totally fine. You can get up to this wall right here and just aim up from this archway on the right side and just throw a smoke like that. If you want to throw it just the exact same way that it was thrown on that one, where I threw from spawn, just take a quick step back, walk forward and throw that. It's basically the exact same thing as that, but it does go a little bit deeper and gives you a tiny bit more space to actually push up to this box and sit there and hopefully get a kill when the smoke fades, right? That's kind of how I play Anubis. I know it's pretty simple, but if you guys enjoyed that video, please leave a like down below. If you guys have any questions or concerns, also leave that in the comments. But otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.